And one of my pet peeves is when I hear people saying, well, this is inevitable, this is definitely going to happen. And it's like, actually, no, people are making decisions and deploying this. I'm Houssam Abbas. I'm an assistant professor at Oregon State University, and I'm an expert in formal methods and algorithmic ethics. Ethics in AI is part of the broader question of ethics in technology. Now, for AI in particular, the questions are a bit larger, if you will, because AI enables certain systems to be more and more autonomous, if not fully autonomous. So, for example, highly automated cars or highly automated aerial vehicles. So in such a situation, in addition to the usual set of questions one asks about the deployments of technology, one also has to ask, for example, how do I program this thing so it acts within the expected social norms, within the expected ethical norms in a particular context, when inevitably it's going to violate some of those norms because no engineered system is perfect, where does the responsibility lie, and so on and so forth. Before we start asking, how do you program certain ethical norms into an AI, one starts way earlier. One starts with, what is this for? Does it help human flourishing? Should it be developed and deployed in this particular context in this way? And if the answer is yes to all of the above, then you get to a point where you're actually designing it and verifying it, and then programming those norms into it. So to give a simple example, in my work, we look at a type of AI called reinforcement learning agent. So there we look at a field of computer science known as logic. And logic is sort of a mathematical language that allows us to express requirements on the systems in very precise ways so that we know exactly what it is we want the system to do and what it is we don't want the system to do. And then from these mathematical statements, we are able to develop algorithms that turn into code that we then run on the robot. To my mind, at least, it feels a little bit misplaced to be overly focused on this existential risk at the end of the path at the expense of what is happening today. Some of them are well in the news. So, for example, using AI for credit scoring. Some of it, for example, is in so-called predictive policing, which reinforces existing biases in society. Some of them are the use of AI to select targets for killing. And it seems to me that if we are able to analyze and address today's risks, that helps us actually prevent the seemingly larger risks that loom at the horizon. Because ultimately, those are decisions that people and corporations are making. AI doesn't grow on trees.